Hi guys, just coming back with another review. I've got today a notebook from a brand that I've heard quite a bit from Neil over at Flatability, and he's mentioned them a while or for a while on his channel, and although I don't have the same notebook that he has mentioned, I just wanted to check out the brand, and that brand is going to be Rettacy. This is the notebook. Let's get to it. Okay, so this is the notebook. This is going to be, as you can see, spiral bound by Rettacy. There is no branding on it, and obviously I already took it out of the packaging. No fancy packaging. It just came in a plastic bubble mailer and with a plastic wrapping. You can see right away we've got a elastic pen loop that's sewn in here, and then you have the elastic closure. You do have a ribbon. I found that this had a lot of accessories included, so you have to install the ribbon itself, and the way you do that is, let's open this up, you just thread it through. So I did it on the inside of the notebook, but there is, let me get those, there's some instructions there that show you how to put in there, recommending that you do it on the outside. I just decided I wanted to do it on the inside. No big deal. And then, as you can see, this is graph paper. It's a slight cream colored. And then you do get a page marker here that is removable. As you can see, I already tested the paper. That kind of gave it away a little bit. But you can put this in just like you would normally. You just gotta, I can't do this one-handed, sorry. But you would put these little clips there, and then they just kind of hold on to mark your page. There's a little ruler in both metric and imperial. I think that's, no, sorry, that's in just imperial. I thought for some reason that was smaller numbers were metric. And then you've got a pocket in the back with some tab dividers that you can use these, label them yourselves. There's quite a few of them. I haven't counted how many come in there, but there's a plastic pocket in the back. And it's two pockets, so you have one on this side also. So I thought that was really good for the $9 that it comes for currently on Amazon. And as you can see, let me get this closer. Can you see that? Center that a little bit. That is my test here. Obviously, since this is a spiral bound notebook, you're gonna have, it's gonna lay flat no matter how you set it. That's one of the advantages of spiral bound. Some people don't like it when they're writing. They'll have their handle bump into this. I mean, it's not a big deal for me. I don't mind it. The fact that you can do lay the cover on its back and then use it this way, that also helps. If you really don't want the binding to get in the way, you could use it this way. Or you could always write on just the right side of the page. I do that for some, especially my ring bound notebooks. So I'll just write right side of the page. I'm right-handed. And then once I'm done, I just keep on going on the right side. When I get to the very end of the book, I flip it around and I'm on the right side again. And so, and then I work my way back from there. It's just a way to get around that if that binding gets in your way. This, like I said, for $9, it works pretty good. There's the test page. So I had my Mahjong V60, and in the 1.1 millimeter Monteverde Brown, and the Osmoroid 75, a fine italic nib, Monteverde Gorilla, Levenger Cobalt with the Lamy CP1, 1.1 millimeter. So this pen here is very wet. This one is wet. I think it's the pen itself is a little bit drier, but the ink was very wet. So that really put the page to a test. The Levengers kind of surprised me. And I'll show the back again here. The way it kind of soaked through a little bit. This was no surprise. And then you've got a regular gel pen, the Odo Race, which is that there. Unizento, that one there. And then the Zebra G750, which is this one in a gel, 0.5 millimeter. And then a Pentel Energel. I have it in my bag somewhere, so I don't have that right here. Easily accessible. And then a generic Amazon 0.5 millimeter. That was this one here. Gel pen. It's kind of cool. It's got a needle point there. And then a Zebra midliner. Or mild liner. I even spelled it. Midliner. Mild liner. And then let's look at the back. If you look at it, let me see if I can get close. There's really no feathering or spidering to speak of. Get that as close as I can so you can see. And I think it works really well, especially with fountain pen ink. I didn't expect any issues with the gel inks. The soak through or bleeding is a little bit more apparent. So you got some bleeding when I did the little square, the swatch of ink. But in normal writing, there's like a couple of spots here and there where it bled through over here with the Levenger Cobalt. So I would say this is acceptable. It's not a big deal. Gel and regular pen, that didn't do anything to the paper, so it works really good with that. And again, I would say this is acceptable for fountain pen friendly paper. I like the grid. The grids are going to be 5 millimeters, 5 millimeter grid squares. I'm partial to grid or dot notebooks. I really like those. Overall, like I said, for $9 as of this filming, March 2026, it's a good value for $9. That's 100 GSM paper. And I forgot how many pages, so I'll look it up and I'll put it on the screen. But overall, for what you get, all these tab dividers, so you can tab your pages, the ribbon, so you basically have 2 ribbons. It's 1 ribbon, but it's long enough to make it 2. And the other page marker, pen holder. It's elastic, so it's going to work with just about any pen that you put in there, unless you're using something like this, which is going to be a little bit more difficult to get in there. It will go in, but I'm going to struggle. So it will work, but you're going to struggle. Here's one that's a little bit Zebra. Sarasa Grand, that works. So anything like that. Here's a Retro 51 Tornado, that works. What else do I have in here? I think this one, I've never shown this one on the YouTube channel, but this is a Peyton Street Pens fountain pen in ebonite. That one goes in pretty easy. Let me know if you want a review on this one. Like I said, I haven't reviewed it before. It's got a Schaefer nib unit there. It's all ebonite. At least the body is. Comment if you want that reviewed. But This is just a little bit too finicky to get it through there. At least not easily. You can, but it's going to be a struggle. There goes. So it works. But that's about it. I'm going to leave a link down below. Let me know what you think of this. Have you tried Rettacy before? Let me know. Thanks.